Without fossil fuels, the economy would be in a permanent deep freeze. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. The Biden administration wants to phase out fossil fuels. The Arctic weather cruelly icing up so much of the country should be a cold slap of reality. Such a policy is not practical, given the current state of technology. Technological breakthroughs of the first magnitude may someday obsolete natural gas, oil, and coal, but they're not here today. In the meantime, we'll need all energy sources. 80% of our energy today comes from fossil fuels. Use of renewables, primarily wind and solar, will grow, but they're still heavily dependent on big subsidies. Germany spent vast sums to convert to renewables, but two unpleasant things happened. Electricity costs skyrocketed. Imagine paying 2 to 3 times what you do now for your electricity. And because of the unreliability of wind and solar, the country has a complete alternative grid fueled by hydrocarbons, especially coal as backup. Coal-fired plants aren't disrupted by weather. Last summer, California, heavily dependent on alternative energy sources, experienced severe power outages because of a heat wave and had to import electricity from coal power plants in Utah. What gets overlooked is the immense amount of resources it takes to build wind and solar sources of electricity, given today's technology. Eminent energy expert Mark Mills, in recent congressional testimony, made this very point. A single 100 megawatt natural gas-fired turbine, which is the size of a typical residential house, produces enough electricity for 75,000 homes. To create a similar amount of electricity from wind requires at least 20 wind turbines, each the size of the Washington Monument. Such a wind farm occupies 10 square miles of land. To build it requires 30,000 tons of iron ore, 50,000 tons of concrete, and 900 tons of non-recyclable plastics for those blades. To seriously replace fossil fuels would require thousands of such farms. Then, there are the immense costs to store electricity made from wind and solar to meet our needs 24/7. For instance, a utility-scale storage system for that 100 megawatt wind farm would mean using 10,000 tons of Tesla-class batteries. Research on alternatives should focus on such areas as molten salt technology and fusion energy, which don't have the problems of today's nuclear technology. In the meantime, we shouldn't forget that natural gas is a clean energy source. A primary reason why the U.S.'s record on carbon dioxide emissions is about the best among major economies. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions, and look forward to being with you soon again.